What's kicking, quick fan?
What's kicking y'all? Quick panic!
What's kicking y'all? Quick panic here, and I am back in gear. Don't you have no fear today? Oh my gosh! It's just like that day when I was 10. Have it all on table. Oh my god! Yes! The right ability, though. Oh, shiny on the first trade! Holy sh! Screaming. Oh my god! Oh, it's shiny! Congratulations to me. No! No! Guys, it shined again! The channel. Oh! Shiny Reggie Lucky! Yes! Is that it? Dude, Shiny Reggie Draco at 597. Oh! Oh! Shiny Reggie Gigas on the second one! Shiny Reggie Gigas on the second one! What the? That's my fault. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! What the? Friend. Yeah, I ran out of luxury balls, Bob. It's unfortunate. Oh my god, are you serious? Been there. You can join the... Oh! Shiny Marie! Yes! Shiny Steelix! Oh! Shiny Tipjar! Oh! Shiny Temping! Oh! Shiny Finette! Oh! Shiny Drift Blim! Oh! What? No! Shiny Rhyhorn! Shiny Rhyhorn! Literally right after Taylor! Right after Taylor! Oh, shiny Purloin! Oh my god! Oh, Anka! Yes! Anka gang Aru! Oh, shiny Sudowoodo! Oh, shiny Wolfberg! Yes! Oh, shiny Snubbull! Oh my god! Oh, shiny Haircross! Wait, that's 30 resets! Oh, shiny! Oh, shiny Cyndaquil! Oh, shiny Mewtwo! Oh my god! Holy crap! Thanks for the support. I hope you enjoy your ad-free. Oh, shiny Sprigatito! Oh my god, it's here! Holy crap! 18,364! Tharja. Tharja is bae. She thick. She do dark magic. I'm into it. Birth. How's it going, trainers? Christmas is just 3 days away. 3 days till Christmas. How are we all feeling about that? Are we all ready for Christmas? I'm ready for Christmas. I can't believe it's almost Christmas. How's it going, Zach? Welcome in. Mike, it's good to see you. Cryptic Logan, what's going on? Moira! Kong, thanks for the 30 stream streak. Holy hot dogs. Beluga, what's going on? Moxie, it's good to see you. Dan Skizzle. Christmas Eve soon. Can you believe it? Guys, this is the last opportunity for me to get a shiny that allows me to go directly to the Safari Zone. If I don't get a shiny tonight, then I have to figure out a new plan. The 4 emeralds are good, but I'm gonna have to figure out another plan. Maybe... I don't know. Your polls from last night's Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals? Let me see. Did you post them in TCG? Or post it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Nice. Whoa! Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. Overframe Starlight. That's crazy. Crazy. Congratulations. All right, we got to get a shiny tonight. Your crystal could give you Apom. Do it. Oh, nice. Frankenstein. Congratulations. Highest Wing 0. Welcome. Okay. I'm going to do a prediction now because I want to start hunting. Start prediction. Shiny today? Yes. Lily. Yes. Raikou. Yes. Chincho. Yes. Phase. That's any phase, even Entei. No, lol. You guys got 15 minutes. Get your quick points in. It's time to hunt. Yeah, the Ultimate Ash is actually pretty beautiful too. The new OTS pack has DMOC ulti, is that right? Am I remembering this correctly? Because that could go crazy insano mode in my collection. Thanks for the super omega shiny luck. Let's just use it on this Lileep and call it. And then we can go design my Safari Zone. Never mind. Shroomer, thank you, thank you. Yo, LJ, hope you're doing well. Trainer, are you ready for Shiny Hunter Christmas? This Friday? Can you believe it's already Christmas? Good to see you, my friend. I hope you've been well. I think of you every day. I've been recording a video that is heavy on Pokewalker, and it makes me think of you every single time. Every time I start recording, I'm like, man, I hope LJ's doing well. Oops. That is not the thing I wanted to put. Oh, it's Entei. Oh, I heard there's OTS winners packs, which is crazy. I think that's pretty cool. Dude, Togetti, I also had an awful time with the 30th celebration drop on Pokemon Center. It took me 4 hours, almost to the minute. I accidentally reeled in too quick. And I feel like I was the very last person to get the ETBs. I'm feeling very thankful for that. But Heavenly Hamburgers, that is an awful process. Awful. Good night, Becca. Have an amazing evening of rest. You got to get your rest because Christmas is here. Christmas, it's basically Christmas season. That's crazy, Becca. I don't know why the Pokemon Center website sucks so much. I assume it's because of traffic by bots. Like, it's got to be that. You had to go outside in 100-degree weather yesterday. We had 3 tornadoes today. So I went for a run. It was 75 degrees Fahrenheit at like 6. It was about 5:30 p.m. when I went running. We had 3 tornadoes today. So that was cool. Cool. I appreciate you, LJ. maybe a funny cameo. Let's go, Zach. Welcome to Safari Week. It's going to be great. Dude, thanks, LJ. This is phase 3 for me. I have found 2 Enteis in a row, and I wanted Raikou. So I'm just going to keep going. And this time I decided my Explosion Mon for the setup would be my first ever shiny Fortress. So that's pretty cool. There are so many Pokewalker routes that have like amazing targets. There's one that's like something trees or I can't remember the name of it anymore. It'll come to me eventually. But I think it has Kecleon and Girafarig, I believe, are both on it. And I would like to do that Pokewalker hunt. Like a Pokewalker Girafarig would go crazy. Ooh, nice, Becca. You pulled the Lucario SIR? Like the one from Mega Evolution? Am I going to have a Gen 2 Safari in my Safari setup? No, my 2 modded 3DSs are with Fex. Kaden! Appreciate the Street Gamer. Can we talk about the absolute dog water lineup of regionals for this season? Oh, did you ever redeem? Oh, I missed it. Riese Gefährten 184. Why don't I know Riese Gefährten? Hold on. The Riese is throwing me off. I know it's like going. Journey together? Wait, what is Risa? Oh, trip together. Going on a trip together. Journey together. Huh. Okay. Riesengefährten 184. That is... Lilies. Is it... They spell Lily differently? Finson. Dieser Tag fügt für jedes Pokémon auf der Bank Look at that. Lilies. Pipey. It would be Papey auf Deutsch, because I and E swap. Let's just cover up that unsightly gap right there. Weaponizing your redeems. Thank you. Hunting and Fire Ed. Nice. What's your target today? And somebody wants in my room. Cute little baby. Baltimore and Vegas. Baltimore because easy to travel to, I guess, right? I was hoping that we would get a Texas regional and Toronto. I don't know. I kind of want to do Louisville because I traveled there for work 2 or 3 years ago and I really liked it. They have like Angel's Envy is their whiskey there, and Angel's Envy cask strength is incredible. Yeah, I assume they'll announce more. Yeah. Early January, San Antonio, please. That worked so well last time. I bet they do Toronto again. Wouldn't that be funny? Like, remember when you froze your ass off? You want to do that again? I loved Toronto in January. I would just have to wear snowshoes this time because I ruined my 8192 shoes. The salt, the street salt obliterated them. You ready for that again? I'm ready. Kadan can attest. I was in an incredible mood in Toronto in January. I don't think I complained once. Kadan would call me out if I did. I don't think I complained a single time. Coop might have complained that I was too happy about it, if anything. I did complain? Was it because the salt ruined my shoes? I didn't complain that it was cold. Yeah, the salt did ruin my shoes. I didn't think about that. That was my fault, though. I have never been in a city when it snows, so I had no clue that salt was a thing. And I had no clue that the salt that they used just, like, destroyed shoes. Oh, I'd love to, Beluga. Game time, let's go, Becca! Becca's here! Call the floor salt grit? Huh. That's... What is, something and grits? Biscuits and grits? Like, that's like a... Grits is like a cornmeal porridge situation that we have in the South here. I tried it last time we were in NOLA, not this year, but the year prior. I don't like grits. I'm not a grits person. Doesn't matter if it's floor salt or the food. I'm eating floor salt, baby. I had a snow cone, and I was just trying to clean up my tongue. Witness June bugs? We have June bugs. We have, like, Texas has an ungodly amount of June bugs. Like, whatever amount of June bugs you would consider to be too many June bugs, it's more than that. Back to San Fran. That would be so upsetting if we had a multi-year Worlds contract. You can earn an invite for Genesis. Really? I did see Joseph Rothschild play against Samurai. Team Samurai's Sam at it's NAIC for Pokemon. What do we used to call it for Yu-Gi-Oh? Nats, right? We used to call it Nats. North American World Championship qualifying. NACQ? NAWCQ? North American... Oops. World Championship qualifier. World Championship qualifier. There we go. Yeah, grits were definitely not for me. Waffle House, I probably needed to have more beverages before the Waffle House was going to hit, to be completely honest. But Waffle House was definitely a unique vibe, and I did witness a fight. So I feel like I got the whole experience. Also, I paid like $5, which was crazy. So I think I got the whole Waffle House experience. I saw a fight. My food is really cheap. No, green Asian beetles? We don't. We get June bugs is like the biggest pestilence we get, other than mosquitoes. Mosquitoes obliterate us every single year. Good old 3 a.m. Waffle House. You know, we had one Waffle House in my town as a kid, and it was just all the way on the opposite side of town, so I never went. And when we would go on road trips, we would drive from Texas all the way to Florida, halfway down the panhandle. And when we made that drive, we would like obviously see a butt ton of Waffle Houses. And that was like a game we played in the car, was counting Waffle Houses on the family trip and like seeing like what everybody's tallies were at the end of it. It's crazy because I bet like on family road trips now, the kids just like doom scroll their phones and don't even pay attention to what's going on outside the window. I'd like almost guarantee it. Even back then, I was eyes locked on red version. In Donkey Kong Land, I think is the one on the yellow cartridge on Game Boy. Yeah, Donkey Kong Land, it's over here. Do you also call them fish flies? No, no fish flies. Wait, which ones do you call fish flies? Should go to Baltimore. Oh. Maybe. I was thinking about Louisville, and I was thinking about Vegas, just because I've never been to Vegas at all. And it'll be in January. And I figure Vegas in January will be beautiful. For some reason. I just feel like there will be a lot of lights. And that kind of makes me happy. Waffle House and Dollar General, I tell you what. Good old Tennessee. Good old Tennessee. Vegas's first week. I said that. It'll be Christmas time. They're gonna have lights up already. Absolutely. It like the day after Thanksgiving, Christmas stuff goes up. Oh, did I say January? I meant December, sorry. Yeah. They will have, sorry, I was likening it to when San Antonio had January regionals and the lights were up. Is likely what was going on in my brain juices. Probably last MC. I wonder how good MC will be. The only problem with Louisville is it's literally the week before I have a work trip, so maybe Baltimore makes sense. Heck. Maybe that makes the most sense. Z-Mega's Menson, Tatsugiri, and I was about to say Waylord. Dondozo. Yeah, I saw Unite is getting separated. You think it's about to get taken out back and given the old Pokken treatment?
GL Gamer.
Yo, bro, Sidon, Ben! Loved the video today. Very happy to see it go up. Appreciate the sub for 56 months. It's almost a whole year. If you guys aren't already following Bro Sidon live, highly recommend you do. He posted another episode of his amazing series. We got that Route Master gang in the chat somewhere. Huh? Go check it out if you didn't know that he posted newest episode. It's a banger as always. Taken out back and give exactly. I'm sorry. Unite is not for me. The microtransactions are like so egregious. Like the cost of hollowware is indicative of a lack of a respect for their player base. Looks like Louisville is weekend before YCS Houston. That's the other thing, is my work trip is the week of YCS Houston, and I was planning on going to YCS Houston with Ruxin. And now I will not be leaving until Saturday morning, which means I could not compete in the Genesis tournament like I wanted to. Yeah, welcome over here, LJ. Let's go. I wanted to play Genesis format Houston. The first format with legendaries is always fun to me, because it's usually lower power legendaries, and you see stuff like Zapdos do well, you know what I mean? I wonder what they're going to do for the recruiting system. I mean, they're not real. They're stuck in champions, right? So they're probably not as protective, maybe? Or they'll just make them raw. They'll make them rare drops, quote unquote, for whatever banner they release them in. You roll. Hey, Articuno was good now. I just want to say, Articuno's actually good. Sit that baby next to a Alolan Ninetales with that snow cloak, and the misses just start rolling. While you're spamming blizzards, you're like, well, sorry about you. Snow cloak, bright powder, baby. How come every time I log in to Twitch in the morning? No, I think it's YouTube. It's a YouTube stream. Every time I log into a YouTube stream in the morning to watch Sejun Park play, he's playing some crazy team, obviously, which is to be expected, but he's always got bright powder somewhere on his team. This guy is a menace. He was playing Minimize Overquill today, and bright powder was on one of his mons. Got a shiny Tim Poland White. Congratulations. That is a banger shiny line. Like, Palpitoad through Seismitoad, all just like 10 out of 10 shinies. I like Timples a lot. Dude, these DSs have been getting some serious use and love. Specs for Beast of Reincarnation last night. Gonna be a colossal game. Holy. I can just barely play this. 60 gigabytes available space. Oh, that's minimum. That's crazy. I hope it's good, you know, for the developer, or for like the development team sake. Everybody always looks at all the other projects they do and they're like, how come Pokemon can't look at this? It's like, this is a totally different beast, dude. No, that's not coming to Switch 2. PS5 though. Sure. Shiny when? Bunnery, I'm glad you asked. Check this out. You ready? You ready to check this out? I'm just making sure you're ready. I haven't done it yet because I wasn't sure if you're ready. Are you ready? If you're ready, then check this out. And? Okay, good. You're ready? Perfect. Check the... Okay. Well, check this one out. Huh? Okay, wrong one. But check this one out. Huh? Sorry, maybe it's the Raikou. Maybe the Raikou is different colors. Let's find out. Oh, nice, Chester. Congratulations. I was hunting in Verbate Complex probably like 2 or 3 years ago at, I think it was Orlando Regionals. And I got a shiny Elekid over there. It was cool. It was neat. I really like Electivire. Yeah, it's definitely the... Here, it's the Raikou. Let me just show you really quick. I'm just going to get away with doing this entire hunt with 3 Underodds phases somehow. And an Entei that I get to keep roaming on the DTQ file. You know what I mean? Casually. True, Abby. True. And you can bet I am not upgrading that PlayStation 5. I'm not giving PlayStation any more money, since they have made it clear that they do not support me as a gamer. Due to gamer trends, we're gonna go ahead and stop printing physical discs. You own nothing. Congratulations. Anyway, here's the shiny Raikou you're looking for, Baniri. See? Look. You can tell it's shiny by the way it is. Okay. You might have caught me in a little white lie. I might be resetting the game because it's not the right different colors. Oh, Drompa's got like the worst call rate in the world. That is not self-care. I'm going to be real. That is not self-care. Yeah, exactly. By the way it is. Notice it being. And that's how you'll be able to tell. Switch 3? We still haven't even gotten like a special edition Switch 2. You can't talk about it like that yet. Oops. I don't know why. Just let the fish get away. It's because this one is the shiny frame. Check this out. And regular Chincho. See you guys in the next one. Good luck on all your hunts. Supreme Arcanines signing out. If they release an Ocarina of Time themed system, like, I'm going full Nintendo simp and you guys can't stop me. I will be an unstoppable force trying to get that limited edition object. Dude, this Lileep is being a genuine jerk. Dude, that's why God gave you 2, so you could trade one of your kidneys for a limited edition console. Pretty sure they said that in the Bible. Straight up from the burning bush. Oh yeah, Baby Quick will be getting the first Switch too, that's for sure. Whenever there's a special edition. And I'll put this baby in a box. Hand it over to him too. Ocarina of Time or Winds and Waves. True, 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 true. The problem is I bought the Tears of the Kingdom and the Scarvi Special Edition Switch OLEDs. So it's me. I'm the problem. They gotta color the Joy-Cons something other than black. They can't just like give us little rings and call it a day. Oops. They got to do something real. Plan a trip to Mexico City in November. Oh, for the wild area? The wild area event I played last year was fine, but I don't think it's something I want to go travel for, honestly. I think I said this last time. I've never traveled for a Pogo event, unless it was just like an unprecedented number of my friends going that I don't normally get to see. I probably won't. Yeah, dude, I got the Tears of the Kingdom Switch OLED, and then they released the Switch 2, and I was like, I feel like I just bought one of these. Went to Vegas for a Hoenn tour. I think you care about Pokemon Go more than I do. Like, probably by a pretty big amount. Yeah. I don't know. The other thing is, right, we're dads, and we would like to, and we are required to, see our families sometimes. So it would have to replace one of my regional trips. And if you were like, hey, do you want to replace one of your regional trips with a Pokemon Go trip? I would laugh at you. Because no, I don't. Authentic Mexican food, that's true. Yeah, but I also get to see friends when I go to regionals. And I would just be like, hey, can we do a regional instead? That'd be sick. I don't know. I hate giving Scopely any money. That's true. That's true. If you live on either coast, you have events, which is totally different. And I'm right smack in the middle of the United States. And for some reason, that means we get nothing. Which is fair. You don't want to come to Texas in the summer. Could do a regional in Mexico. I've thought about it. I want to do a German regional. I was looking at Stuttgart. Pokemon Quest definitely deserve more love. I think they still give it updates in China, right? Or they recently sunset it. Yeah, if we had a Texas Pokemon Go event, We would die unless it was in December. Got removed in China. Dang. They were updating it for a while. That's so silly. They had some like really cool, unique Pokemon. Like, was it the helicopter hat Torkoal we talked about? I think. Going to Mexico. Baby, if you're good to go, we'll go down to Mexico and get a place in Cabo. Kick back in the sand. I'm gonna have to brush back up on my Spanish if I do that. Yeah, Mexican food is too good, man. Or you can lose a bunch of weight if you drink the water there. Huh? Drink the water, lose a ton of weight. Dietitians hate this one cool trick. Oh yeah, all of it is calorically dense. Absolutely. That's why I only have breakfast tacos once every other week. I used to have breakfast tacos like 4 times a week. But that's when I was lifting weights for 2 hours a day, 6 or 7 days out of the week. And was getting 10 hours of sleep a night. You know? Now my body runs on cortisol and caffeine. Cortisol is not good for metabolism. Six or 7 days. Yeah, thanks, man. Oh yeah, Coop. I developed ulcerative colitis after my trip to Mexico as a kid. It's not that it gave me ulcerative colitis. It's that whatever I ate triggered it, if that makes sense. But all it takes is a little bit of trauma. And if you're predisposed to developing ulcerative colitis, a food poisoning event like that can absolutely be the impetus. It can be the catalyst. Cortisol and caffeine, baby. How's it going, Manuel? Welcome, welcome. That's true, Ava. After all, your ancestors have been eating like boiled chicken and drinking room temperature ale and beans on toast for centuries. Your digestive tract was not made to process flavors or like food. Fine. I needed a bomb like Ruxin had, Manuel. Just got to odds in the Safari Zone just in time for Christmas. Oh, Coop, no. Okay. I probably wouldn't have fallen for that. Mine was that I had a hamburger that we thought was like maybe not cooked all the way through. But I ordered it well done. So that was the only thing we could back into, sadly. So we were left with like no answers at all. Yours was a hamburger too? Oh crap. Never mind. Maybe I would have done exactly what you did. I would have done never mind. Never mind. We're too stupid to go to Mexico, dude. We got to stick with Toronto. Dude, Americans and their hamburgers, man. They just can't lay off them. Awful. Yeah, don't eat Mexican hamburgers, sorry. It's impressive that I'm 27k deep on Lily. Is impressive the way you pronounce depressing? Because I think it's more depressing than anything. 7 straight meals of poutine, baby. It's crazy. Like, even the third serving of poutine in a row, you're like, this is such good food. But it's the fourth one, the one where I made us walk to a grocery store to buy an apple. My body was like, please, we need fiber, we need fructose, please. Oh, dude, and poor Billy, he was like, I think I'm dying. But honestly, that's the way he'd want to go out. I'm going to be so for real. Like, you could probably ask Papa C right now, how do you want to go out? And he'd be like, eating poutine in Toronto, obviously. Yeah, he was done. He was cooked, toast. Poor guy. Flight would mostly be over the Gulf of Mexico. That flight would be so short for me by comparison to other people, I guess. $27 kilograms deep. No, I weigh a little bit more than 27 kilograms. That was weird. It looks like I was dropping frames on the Osmo. Okay. After this next Raiko, we're going to take a quick potty break. Three weeks of mac and cheese. Dude, that's what it's like being a 5-year-old. That's what my 5-year-olds eat. Actually, my son is like 100% fruit all day, every day. It's impossible to get him to eat anything but fruit. My daughter is like Captain Mac and Cheese. Mine don't do pouches. That'd be way easier. Sometimes they do. They have these like they have like these little kid-sized bottles of drinkable yogurt that I get them, and they'll drink that. If I do get the pouches, they always eat like all of the strawberry apple sauces and all the banana apple sauces, and then when it's just apple left, they just let them rot. And so I have like a billion of those in the closet, and I'm like, I guess I'll just eat this one day. I don't know what else I'm gonna do it. If the mac and cheese is like with real cheese, I'm on board. Okay, quick potty break. Give me 1 second. I will be RB. Oh, my kids definitely care about the flavors, and they will fight over the last strawberry applesauce pouch. Chicken teddies. What are you guys talking about? I missed so much. Kraft mac and cheese with that fake powder cheese. Dude, it's so awful. I hate it. Like, if I'm having mac and cheese, it has to be like the oven baked stuff that's just made out of real cheese. Like, I don't want creamy cheese. I want the cheese to essentially be like crunchy. You know what I mean? I don't like, bleh. Can't do it. You just don't care that they're different flavors. My kids will latch on to one tiny detail about literally anything and associate that with it being some sort of specialized thing. And then they will hone in on it and they will brag to each other when they get whatever that special thing is. Like, we got them those, what are those juices? It's like no sugar added juices. It's just literally the only ingredient is fruit juice. And they have like a character head for the juice top. I'll buy them one of those like every couple of weeks. We'll just like stop at a gas station or whatever on the way to the farm, and I'll get it for them as a treat. If they get like, if one gets a character and they're like, dude, I like this character because in the top, like, it has like a white straw that comes out of it, essentially. It's like part of the bottle. And if it has 3 holes versus 5 holes, one child will be like, my sippy top has 5 holes in it. And then baby Gumi will be like, mine only has 3. And then it's over. It's GG's. Or I will choose the drink that has the top that they like, right? Like, I'll be like, baby Gumi really likes Elsa, so I got her the Elsa top, but they only had an Elsa top on grape juice. And then I'll get baby Quick a Velociraptor juice because he likes dinosaurs. And then baby Gumi will be like, whoa, 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 his is apple juice, mine's grape juice. Why am I getting grape juice? I want apple juice. And I'm like, well, you wanted Elsa. Did you want a Velociraptor? And then she'll be like, no, I wanted Elsa on an apple juice. And if we have long enough left in the ride, I will just immediately exit the truck and go back into the store, buy an apple juice, and then I'll just give the extra juice to Gumi and be like, here, this is your juice now, and I'll swap out the tops and be like, screw it, I'm over. Okay, Enderos, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Dude, the kids are ready for shiny hunting. They really are. Dude, it's crazy. My kids, they know every detail of everything all the time. It's like how baby Quick will be like, hey, Daddy, so I wanted to get a shiny Mawile like you. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Where are you gonna hunt that? And he'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do it in ZA. And I'll test him, and I'll be like, oh, that's in the 10 zone, right? And he'll be like, no, that's the 9 zone. And it has Kadabra and Sableye. And I'll be like, got it. He knows everything, and he will correct you. It's insane. Did I name my kid Gumi? My wife's name is Gumi to everybody on stream. And so when we had a daughter, we decided to refer to her as Baby Gumi. We don't use my kids or my wife's name on stream. Because there are weird-ass people in the world, and I don't need that information out there. It's so impossible to win Logamine, because if you get everybody the same one, then one person likes it, and the other 2 kids are just like dealing with it. And they're like, well, kid number 1 got the thing that they like, and I don't even like this thing. How come I didn't get a thing I like? So the next time I'll be like, okay, well, I'm going to choose ones specific to the likes of the children, and then I choose the thing they like, and then that still just causes World War III in the back seat while I'm trying to drive 70 miles. You know what I mean? Dude, they're starting to learn. It's the beginning of the end, Coop. Exactly, Manuel. Exactly. I think it'll be easier for me. I think it'll be easier for me in the long run that my kids are so attentive to detail. Also, Matey Panda, thank you so much for the shiny luck. It'll be easier for me that they're really smart, in tune kids. But for now, it makes my life really hard because I watch like several of the parents that go to the same school as my kids just have the easiest time because they don't have to play any like brain games with their kids. Oh, Arcane. My problem is I absolutely do not follow through with any of my threats of taking things away from the children if I can manage it. If I can just scare them into thinking that I am following through for long enough and then talk them out afterwards, they'll make some sort of change. Like they're willing to bargain after that point. And that's probably my weakness. Because in the back of my head, I'm like, these kids' lives are only so long, and if I skip this, it will break their heart. But also, then I have to go home and hang out with the kids where they're going to be bored as hell. And I was about to have free child entertainment by going to this party, and maybe the parents have beers. So this is just a punishment for me. Oh, that was the best, Baniri. Yeah, we're at the point where Baby Quick is reading books to us every night before bed, and we have to change up the books because he will absolutely memorize the whole book instead of reading it. And so I have to change the book every night. Otherwise, it's just a memorization exercise. I'm like, I need to make sure you can comprehend the letters, please. But we figured that out because we were like on page 2 and he already started saying words from like page 3 one night, and we were like, how much more do you know? Oh, that's terrible, Baniri. What? Well, I'm glad you're safe, but that's awful. Well, at least it was just a bush. Hey, you don't get to finish this exercise by just being good at memorizing, okay? I know this trick because that's what I did as a kid. What's the math for this this math problem that you just answered? I don't remember. I figured it out a long time ago, and I know that those numbers make this number now. Can we go on to the next assignment? Thank you. I would memorize things so I could be lazy. And now I can see it in my kids, and I'm like, ah, crap. It's me. I'm the problem. That's the scariest thing, is when you're raising a kid and you come to a difficult point, or there's like one specific part of the kid's personality that you just keep like grinding up against, and you realize that it's one of your personality traits. You're like, damn it, this is my DNA's fault. But it is also fun when you can tell that it's a personality trait that they picked up from your spouse, because you'd be like, hey, your son is having an issue. My son, and I'll be like, yeah, he won't get out of bed. He said he's too tired to go to school. And she'll be like, oh. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, Hive. Is that cheating, though? Sorry, I have a good memory. Oh, that's another thing about driving cars up north. Those cars get eaten apart in the winter. Metal and salts are not great friends. I don't know, Coop. Coop texted me like happy birthday, and it was 5:58 a.m. my time on a Sunday, right? My birthday was on a Sunday. It was 5:58 a.m., which I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, well, it's an hour later. And I was like, still 6:58 a.m. on a Sunday? And Coop was like, I'm up every morning by 5:30. This is my life, or something to that effect. I was like, that bums me out. I am like 6:30. Okay, something like that. That's still too early. I had the math wrong. I was off by an hour both ways. Still too early. I'm very lucky that my kids got my wife's genes, especially in terms of sleep. They can just sleep 100 years. There's some mornings where I wake up at like 9 a.m. and I would do my workout routine. I start making breakfast. The coffee's done. And I don't hear footsteps yet. And I go upstairs and I have to go check my kids' pulses. Because I'm like, how are you still asleep? It's 11 a.m. Nope, they're just still sleeping. And my wife will be sleeping with them. Just all three of them. 11 a.m. I get my whole day done. And then they start. I don't know what to tell you, Coop. I don't know, man. And now they go to bed by 9:30. They used to go to bed at like 11:30, and now they go to bed at 9:30, and they just sleep over 12 hours. And our pediatrician was like, at first we were like, wait, is this bad? Like, should we do something about this? And she was like, you just have like high sleep need kids. And she said it kind of like she wanted to end the sentence with, you son of a bitch. Like, she said it like almost disdainfully. Normalized stores opening at 10? Wait, what time do stores open up? All of our stores open up at like 7 a.m. Cooked when they're junior high age? If they are still sleeping that long, cool. In college, I would just sleep till noon some weekends. And I'm not going to stop my kids from sleeping. I'm be like, their bodies need it. Go for it. My parents were not. They were absolutely not people who would like force you out of bed. If you were sleeping, they would just be like, all right. But I had friends whose parents would like drag them out of bed. They'd be like, all right, can't just sit there and rot in bed. It's 9 a.m. Get up. And it's like a Saturday. Blah. Gotcha, log. I mean, well, like grocery stores gotta be accessible to people all day, every day, right? Because everybody works like shift work in modern days. So like people got to be able to go pick up groceries after work if they work the overnight shift and all that. But I mean, even pharmacies, right? I don't know. Yeah, our kids used to stay up until 12:30, and then it went back to 11:30, and then it was 10:30, and now it's 9:30, but they still wake up at the same time. That's how I am, LJ. My wife will absolutely sleep until it's usually like 12 or something. See, I can sleep until like 8:30, right? If I want to sleep in, get up, go to the bathroom, let the dogs out, feed them, and then get back in bed and then sleep till 11. But I can't just sleep all the way to 11, if that makes sense. I have this magical power to just go to sleep. Doesn't matter when. Doesn't matter if I just had a fat coffee. Even back when I used to drink like energy drinks, I could drink an energy drink towards the end of stream and just go to bed. So the problem is trying to stay asleep the whole time. They just naturally stayed up that late because Gumi was a night owl and they both were breastfed for like a little over 2 years. So they were just kind of like up with her because they were just eating. She just let them eat whenever they wanted to eat, right? And I think that's where it came from. And they would just like kind of hang out awake with her. And then she would just sleep, and we both work remote, right? And so if we don't have like an early meeting or there's no reason to be up super early, we could just kind of like log on whenever we're needed to do work. So she would just sleep in with the kids. Do they choose to go to bed? Sometimes. If they like, Baby Quick will. Baby Gumi will not. You can tell when it's time for Baby Gumi to go to bed, though, because she will turn into Tasmanian Devil. Every single thing will upset her, and you're like, uh-oh, we missed your sleep window. Like, we missed when you were supposed to go to sleep. Baby Quick will literally be like, can I go to sleep? And we'll be like, oh, yeah, you definitely can. Baby Gumi, absolutely not. She's like, if I have to go to sleep, I'm killing you. It's like, okay, wait, hold on. Not 8 p.m. Baby Quick, if we let Baby Quick stay up until like 10:30, because now he goes to bed at 9:30, right? If we let him go to bed at 10:30 and let him stay up with like a friend or whatever, he will at around 10:30 be like, can I just go to bed? I'm like, oh, absolutely. That's still 10 hours, though. That's not awful. Yeah, Baby Gumi will absolutely fight you to the death if you try to make her go to bed. How's it going, Crow? Welcome, welcome. See, my dad pushed my bedtime. I had a bedtime that was like 9:30 for the longest time, and then it got moved like 30 minutes. But then my dad introduced me to Dragon Ball Z, and it came on at, I think it came on at 10:30 on Toonami when I was a kid. And so I would watch The Simpsons with my dad, and then I would watch Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, and then I'd go to bed. So my bedtime got pushed so I could watch Toonami and The Simpsons with my dad. Yeah, Overby. Isn't that funny? Are any of these hunts SRs? Technically, both of these are. There's just a lot of steps before you soft reset the roamers. It's funny how two people can make kids and they come out completely different each time. Oh, and here's how I accidentally phase on a Stantler. Diddling. Oh no, Joe. That's one of the nice benefits of never being allowed to take a nap is I don't ruin my sleep schedule. I wake up tired, and by the time it's time to go to bed, I'm exhausted. But nobody ever lets me rest in the middle of the day. So I have the benefit of always being exhausted when it's time for bed. I win! Oh, you sure did, Joe. I have another one to look at, I think, as well. Yep. I mean, I've always been this way, though. I've always been able to just go to sleep. My dad can do the same thing, but my mom and sister cannot. So they're a little bit jealous. Scolipede instantly dies to Charizard, so it's in a really rough position right now. It also takes neutral damage from Water Spout. It just does not take attacks very well. That sounds right, Coop. That sounds right. Literally like an angel and devil situation. Gallade's in an interesting position because our Chaladon is back on top. And so is King Gambit. It gets access to Sharpness boosted Leaf Blade, so that's pretty good for even Basculegion and Swampert. It's probably in a pretty decent spot. It just doesn't resist anything, unfortunately. Nothing useful at all. Yeah, what's its ability when it Mega Evolves? It's still Sharpness, or is it something else? Because you want Sharpness. You're in an unfortunate position if you have to, like, Wide Guard with your Mega Evolution, but it is pretty cool. Regular Gallade, yeah. He's also in a weird spot for being, like, a Trick Room guy. Because isn't his speed, like, 80? It's, like, kind of good. It gets inner focus when it Mega Evolves. That is so upsetting. I guess it's fine because you can't get intimidated, but... Or faked out. Yes, yes, yes. But do you actually do less damage by losing Sharpness? Despite the attack increase? I wonder. Yeah, Sharpness is such a huge boost. I bet Mega just does less damage. Sacred Sword one-shots. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's a little bit funny. Giving it sharpness was like such a huge buff. Keep accidentally clicking the Pokedex. Thoughts on the regional picks? Awful. There isn't a single location announced in the US that I want to go to. Not only do I not want to go to any of those locations, none of them are near me. I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't like San Diego. I love Ben. I don't like San Diego. Not even a little bit. I'm hoping San Francisco is cool enough because the Bay weather that I don't have to like sweat to death like I did in San Diego. There's been like 2 places in California that I really liked. One of them was Mountain View, and the other one was Long Beach. I did not like LA, even a little bit. LA was like a 0 out of 10 for me. Nice exist. I built a team yesterday that I went on a nice little 3 or 4 game win streak before I had to stop and go back to work, but I was pretty excited to build something of my own. Again, feels good when you can like build something with guys you like. Oh, nice, Joe. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's a huge difference, dude. Nice, exist. I hit Master 2 today, so that was pretty cool. I feel like I spent most of last season in Master 3 just forever. So it felt kind of good to get to Master 2 for a little bit. Ultra Ball Hell. Oh, gross. Yeah, Ultra Ball feels like a lawless wasteland. The people that they hold there have no god. There's way too many Quick Claw and Bright Powder activations going on over there. You have to find Jesus over there in Ultra Ball 1. I'm sorry. I think it's like people getting desperate and being like, I'll slap whatever items I got to on these Pokemon to win. I have not used Quick Claw. The only time I can sometimes see a use case for Quick Claw is if you're using Galarian Slowbro, but if you're using Galarian Slowbro, you're already on some crazy shit, and I can't help you. Having trouble against Toxapex? How much does Psychic do from Delphox without boosting? Like, can you play the entire game pivoting around to keeping Delphox for the Toxapex endgame? I assume it's like having issue with like Garchomp pivoting in to like Rock Slide you while you're trying to peg the Toxapex with a Psychic. I assume Psychic from Mega Delphox does like 90%, right? Unboosted? That's my guess. That's what my internal damage calculator says. How do you mean you're having trouble just being able to touch the Toxapex? What does that mean? Like, your opponents aren't giving you a position to Psychic into it, is what it sounds like? Both of your Megas being fire is a little bit problematic, I think. Oh, your other Mega is Staraptor. Oh, I see. Yeah, Staraptor doesn't want to play against that guy. That I don't think that's a Delphox problem though. That's not Delphox's issue. That's like a positioning issue. You know what I mean? That's a game plan situation. If you're like, my only answer for Toxapex is Delphox, you absolutely do not lead Delphox. Like, you got to save that to pick off the Delphox once you've neutralized, like, the Garchomp. Because what else is that team doing? It's like Sylveon, who cares, you resist. Charizard, who cares, you resist. I think it's just going to take reps against that composition to learn what your line is. No, people aren't really using Tsarina because Charizard is still the premier threat. And unfortunately, rain teams are the other half of it. And while Tsarina does match up really nicely into Swampert, Hurricane just like one-shots it from Pelipper. And there are still like fringe uses of like, not even fringe, like both Incineroar and Sneasler just like nullify it. It has too many, there's too many Pokemon that it's not good against, unfortunately. It's not really well positioned in the format. It's also got like such an awkward speed tier, unfortunately. Is there a rock type that's not weak to water in the game? Barbaracle? Regular Barbaracle? I think that's it. Okay. Quick potty break. I'll be RB. Charizard's the only fire type that matters is correct. Alrighty then. Supposed to start raining again soon. I'm very excited. It's a bummer it cost us like 3 tornadoes touching down to finally get some good rain. But I think there were like no folks hurt, which is good news. Heat Rain would solve all your problems. Heat Rain would solve a lot of problems. Because Charizard can't do anything about that guy. He just has to kind of like sit and take it. I am hoping that whatever MC is introduces a Pokemon that kind of nullifies at least a little bit the Charizard Y situation. Because the Charizard situation is upsetting right now. It is so... That Pokemon is too good, man. Especially for, like, new players, you know what I mean? Ooh, nice, Manuel. Yeah, dude. I'm just trying to see if I can find a different color pixelated animal on these like 16-year-old games. You know what I mean? As one does. As a normal functioning human being does. Some people might say, well, why don't you go watch sports ball? Go to a bar. Pick up pickleball. This is way cooler. Sorry. Sorry. The Charizard situation is crazy. Guys, should I make a moist critical style video on Charizard Y and upload it to Quick Plays? I could do it. I could be Charlie. Oh, can he be shiny, Manuel? Or is this another one of those Pokemon Go releases where they, like, haunt you with a new Pokemon that can't be shiny? Because I can't stand when they do that. That's amazing, Joe. It was shiny available at release? Nice. That's pretty cool. Is Safari Week happening this year? It starts on Friday, and I'll be streaming as soon as I get off of work. We're going to be kicking off Safari Week, and I'm going to stream as many days as I can. It does seem like I'll be doing a little bit of a Safari IRL the second weekend of Safari Week, but I'm going to go ham on streams. We are breaking the normal stream schedule and going live every night for Safari. Work all but 2 days of the event? I mean, I work. I didn't take any days off of work for Safari Week, but... You know, after work, you bet your butt I'll be shiny hunting. I don't know, my boss was like, hey, you have sick days. Why aren't you using your sick days? And I might just be like... Sorry, I used all my days off to go to Worlds as a notable trainer. Your nights? Oh. Oh, gross. You're so healthy? Why don't you eat a Mexican hamburger? And then you can take a couple of DSs to the toilet. Those are insane numbers, Manuel. No, Joe. Well, rest in peace. The regular Worlds passes do say, they say irrelevant trainer. It's true. They do that to make me feel better, and I gotta say, sure does. I like that idea, though. Maybe I'll make a pitch to my partner manager, see if we can get anything going with that. Just fraud. It says, this guy doesn't even know how to evolve a Galarian Farfetch'd into a Surfetch'd. That way, all of us real trainers know exactly what that means. Big time fraud LARPer. Big time LARPer fraud. I got kicked to the back of the line 4 times. Normally, I do not have any problems with the Pokemon Center queue. This was the first time I had actual genuine problems with the queue, and I got obliterated by it. It took 4 hours of babysitting my phone, making sure that it didn't go to sleep, making sure that I didn't get kicked out of the queue for inactivity or whatever. It was a nightmare, dude. I should be able to just go buy these on release, but no. Some unemployed neckbeard wearing socks with their slides that goes to Target at 5 a.m. 3 days before a drop to wait there so they can buy everything up is dictating that I can't just go buy new cards for my hobby on release anymore. My first time. I mean, I am also very, very experienced with like these high interest drops because I've been doing like limited edition purchases with limited quantities online for 12 years. You know, Brandon, I'll let it slide as long as you're not buying Pokemon cards to resell them. Deal? I'm sorry, but if you're wearing that combo and you're going to a store to buy up all the stock to resell for profit, I'm gonna make fun of your socks with slides, okay? That's the deal. This is legally binding for the rest of your life. I do need the Goji acquisition power. Like, the fact that they're putting an Umbreon and Espeon UPC out into the world at the peak of the hobby is the most upsetting thing in the world to me, because that Umbreon UPC is part of the line of products that they stock least. Like, UPCs for some reason never get any stock when they go into stores. I still haven't found a Prismatic Evolution UPC because I like to open one of everything, right? And it has like this sick mat that I really want, and it's so stupid that I can't just go buy one of these on store shelves. It's still in print. Why can't I buy this? It's in print. I'm not asking for a booster box of Fossil First Edition, though. That would be cool. Xavier, how's it going, trainer? Welcome, welcome. Absolutely never, Goji. Absolutely never. As payment, you can name your first child after me. I think that's a good trade. Terrible, Joe. Well, if it was in stock, it wouldn't be premium. I think premium is supposed to refer to the quality of the product which I'm purchasing. Pokemon used to work really hard at trying to get you to buy products. Like, if you were collecting like I was back in the black and white era, they pulled out all the stops, dude. Look at Legendary Treasures. That game, or that pack, was essentially just like giving you the most unimaginable cards with the most crazy Pokemon art. It was so good. It was like the epitome. And they were like, please buy our packs. And people weren't. I was. Dude, GameStop should have gone the way of the Parasaurolophus, if you get my meaning. Skibbity Rizzless III. You know, that's a beautiful name. That's actually a gorgeous name. You know how, like, people can, like, look like their name? Like, you can see somebody, you're like, they are not a Charles. What are you talking about? Like, what do you think a Skibbity Rizzless III would look like? Like, I surmise they'd probably have a mullet, right? Steam Siege. And now people want Steam Siege because they're like, wait, that Volcanion Xerneas card is kind of beautiful because it's illustrated by the GOAT Mitsuhiro Rita. I think you're right, Xavier. Yeah, Overbay, if I start to get burnt out on a hunt, I will switch to one of my back burner hunts. Oh, I know, Goji. They're all, like, there is just, like, an ungodly amount of product just sitting out there. Like, Ascended Heroes and Prismatic Evolutions and Black Bolt and White Flare. These are supposed to be special sets, but so many people just bought them and sat on them. In 151 has been printed into the ground. This set had Costco gift boxes in pallets and pallets. And there's gonna come a point where everybody has a come to Jesus where it's like, this isn't that scarce. Oh, probably Joe. That's a good one. The Canary Quiz show. You phased 5 times? Isn't Growlithe 20% in Fire Red? Is that what the... I think it's 20%, right? I could be off. So you're just a little over phase odds. You got this. They're so good, Brandon. Radiant Collection was so good. Yeah, that's an insane number, Goji. Yeah, the drop today for the 30th celebration ETBs was up for 4 hours. And that was 4 hours. You know there were bots continuously checking out the entire time of that drop, right? The bots didn't just like buy a little bit and then stop buying after the first couple minutes. The entire time, that queue was just filled to the brim with bots continuously purchasing stock. The amount of stock that was loaded for this was the biggest we've ever seen, I'm sure of it. And people are going to still try to scalp the hell out of it because it has a base set Charizard reprint in it and a new art rare Gengar. I personally want the Jirachi and the Como-O very badly. And of course, I need the Umbreon promo like I need water. Oh, nice, Broom. That's a pretty cool story. Yeah, I was actively waiting in that line, and I got 2 hours tacked on 3 times. That's unreasonable. Yeah, that's terrible, Overbay. Oops. I can't stand the people that are in this hobby just to like
I know what
make
a
a profit.
JPEG is. I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. Goddamn hot dog. Goddamn hot dog. Goddamn, dang, goddamn, dang, goddamn hot dog. I just want a picture of a. I just want a picture of a.
Goddamn hot dog.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
You know my kids
I just
adore
want
that
a
song.
picture of a goddamn hot dog.
They'll ask for me to play it if I'm driving. I haven't watched any of it yet, Joe. I need to. Oh, yeah, Ness. Folks doing Vulpix and Growlithe hunts in Fire Red Leaf Green and not having a roar answer. It's happening. There's a new Star Trek. Oh, wait, I did. Doesn't one of the cards have, like, Benedict Cumberbatch on him? Oh, I can't wait to watch, Joe. No, I've done it again. We're doing another two fossil reset. Can't believe I've done this again. It's so hard to manage the second fossil while trying to keep going with the roamers. Oh, nice exist. There it is. Yeah. So they're doing like Star Trek movie cards. Yeah, trading an Abra for that Mimian is a pro strat if you're ever going to do any of those roar hunts. They're doing the full series. Wasn't Benedict Cumberbatch, he played Khan only in the movie, right? So they're doing the series and the movies? Is that what's happening here? Yeah, they probably won't get the license a second time. Interesting. I wonder how this set will do. I will say that I do want a Jean-Luc Picard and I do want a Spock. So, Moira, I'm saying this is my problem with this stream as well. When Safari Week? This Friday, baby! You can start midnight Friday. I mean, you can start now if you want to, but... Juicing this one hard? Uh-oh. The overlap of Star Trek nerds and Magic the Gathering nerds has to be really high. Especially the old heads. That's probably why they're doing it. Weirdly, no. I feel like they're the same kind of nerd. Well, from like the 80s, I guess. Like the older heads. You gotta come see Safari Week, Manuel. Gotta see me fail a shiny and just lose all hope. The people love it. Like, wow, why does this guy keep doing this every year? He doesn't even seem happy about it. Most MTG players are younger than 25. I'm thinking about the Friday night Magic crowd that I see, where there's a bunch of guys with like white beards. Or maybe that's just my area. Moira, no! How are you supposed to Safari Week? I'm playing in a room full of mirrors. I'm listening. Oh, that's true, MP. That's true. I feel like this this like license slop, as I think they want to call it, is probably the cause for it, right? Can you pretend you're in the Safari while you still hunt Onyx? You can hunt Onyx in the Safari Zone. That could be fun. I gotta say, I was running through Union Cave while recording more of my Heart Gold video today, and I saw like 12 Sandshrews and only 2 Onyx, so good luck on that. I didn't realize how rare Onyx was in that game, or in that cave, rather. Final Fantasy is still the best-selling set? That's crazy. I saw Lord of the Rings is getting crazy expensive now. Oh, Crystal, you're right. I don't know why I was thinking you were in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. %10 at night. Woo! Let's go, Brandon. Battle Factory is fun. But that kind of feeling is why I go back and forth between VGC and shiny hunting. It's nice to just do the chill encounters after thinking really hard about every single turn and having your heart break every single time you get crit and flinched, or crit flinched, or crit flinched and frozen because they used Ice Fang. Which obviously would not be an emerald. But Platinum Battle Tower? There is a Battle Factory in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Platinum, isn't there? I just realized. I like using rentals. Rentals are so fun. Because you got to roll for like a good team member, and you have to have good RNG during the battle, and you have to like manage the team composition throughout the challenge. I like those rental Battle Frontier places. It's the Battle Frontier Pokemon. That's terrible, Brandon. That is such a vibe, Dusk. I feel like I saw a Pokemon in the Emerald Battle Factory, like especially Johto Pokemon were not super easily available at that time. And I'm so sure I did something similar to that. Or at least felt the catharsis that you did from it. Killed your streak of 41? No. RNG can be so brutal in Pokemon. At some points, you just gotta laugh because it's so crazy. Because everything is mathematically possible, right? Like, if there is even a 5% flinch chance on a move, there is a world where that flinch chance happens. And you gotta be ready to accept it. Oh. 1,000 shinies in a row is technically possible. Technically. Is it mathematically feasible? No. Not at the full odds. That is so upsetting, Manuel. We've already been streaming 2 hours. What the hot dogs? What the hamburgers? Okay, we gotta get a different color pixelated animal. I feel like we are droughting on stream real bad. Sometimes I have names for specific Pokemon species that I revisit, but I try to keep all my shinies, like, pretty unique. Sometimes the names will just be like a reference. Like, anytime I played through Yellow version as a kid, I would name my Pikachu Sparky. So when I got the shiny one in Fire Red and Leaf Green in Viridian Forest, I was like, this has to be Sparky. You know what I mean? Oh, nice, Groths. This is phase 3. I have found shiny Entei twice. I am trying so hard to find Raikou that I am no longer checking Entei anymore. If I see Raikou first, I'm just resetting. I don't need a third Entei, I'm good. But I hope your hunt is going better than mine. You got 3 Raikous before you got your Entei. That's hilarious that you had the exact opposite experience. 14K. Ooh. Well, I hope your luck turns up soon. You have 4 shiny cats in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. 3 of those guys are saber-toothed tigers. You can't even argue about that one. But, you know, I know that Entei being a lion is a little bit of a stretch. He doesn't really have super lion features. Early Safari, nice. I'm trying to knock out 1 more shiny from these before Safari Week. That's the goal. Any of the 3 want to shine, I'm cool with it. Let's meet in the middle and call him Beast. I will, but you also have to, like, admit that Raikou is... He's even got the saber teeth. And the stripes. Like Ho-Oh intended. I knew you'd have the math, MP. Oops. Raikou, Saber-tooth Tiger, Entei Lion, Suicune Leopard. Yeah, the designer of the roaming beasts were like explicitly stated as such. Like the designer in a magazine interview in Japan was like, Raikou is, well, that one's pretty obvious. I'm like almost emulating the conversation vibe, but they're like, that one is most obviously a saber-toothed tiger, but you can see that leopard, or like Suicune has features that are inspired by a leopard, and well, Entei, he's kind of like a lion. Like that was the way that they said it, almost like flippantly, but you know. They obviously don't want to tie any Pokemon design to being a specific thing. They also, like, even though Pokemon have genders in the game, when you work with Nintendo or Pokemon Company International, like, doing content, they do not want you to say, like, Pikachu, like, she, even though it's, like, a female Pikachu. You know what I mean? It's very funny. They have like very specific restrictions on how you refer to Pokemon. So I think it makes sense that they don't want you to explicitly say like, Raikou is a saber-toothed tiger. Yeah, Flamigo could be anything. Flamigo could even be a flamingo, some might say. Some might say. Nidoran male and female are very funny because their Pokedex entry says they're like mice, but only Nidoran female really looks like it. Like Nidoran male's ears are just so comically large. But I guess that kind of aligns with like some cartoon mice that we've had in the past. I think Pidove is based off of the like water buffalo. I could be a little off base. Medecker, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. What do you guys think Bouffalante is? Pigeon? It's got to be a pigeon. There's so many Pokemon whose dex entry is like, this is a mouse. Like, Cyndaquil is the fire mouse Pokemon. Sandshrew is also a mouse Pokemon. So is Sandslash, so is Raichu, and so is Pikachu. Oh yeah, they absolutely do not like that Dusk. Do I ever stream on TikTok? No, I've been told that I should try, but I'd have to change my stream setup a lot. So, yeah, I have a friend who's like pretty big on TikTok, and he was like, dude, you would kill it over there. You should absolutely do it. But I'd have to change a lot of settings to do it, which is a little bit hard to just like do everything, you know? Maybe one day. Maybe I'll look at it again soon. Oh, I am on there. I do have a TikTok account. I was not streaming there though. I just uploaded a couple of videos. So there is a Quick Panic over there, and it is me. I do hear TikTok is kind of huge. How many people are over there? It's like a lot, right? It's like a lot. My thing was, if I started doing short form content again, I could upload like the shorts to YouTube, the video to TikTok, and the reel to Instagram, you know what I mean? And just do one video and get to post it on 3 platforms. That's kind of huge. And I think some creators get like pretty big traction doing that. Yeah, I uninstalled TikTok for a long time. And I reinstalled it because there's one account that my daughter wanted to watch, and it was Komugi Pig, I want to say is what it's called. And it's just like this little toy pig that eats delicious Japanese treats. In all of the tracks, like, oh, na na no na na, oh, na na no na na, oh, na na no na na, na 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 na, no no na 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 na. No, 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 no. And she just likes watching that. And so I'll usually play 2 of them, maybe 3 of them while we're doing our bedtime routine, because it just like, you know, gotta have your little guilty pleasures every once in a while. Otherwise, what's the point of life? Thank you for the 420 hydrate. I can't remember if I took it, but I'm going to do it again. Maybe I should look at it again, Medecker. Maybe I should look at it again. If anything, I could maybe do like my Pokemon Champion streams over there, because that's easier to set up. No, we're doing a double fossil. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I made a big old mistake. I accidentally talked to the guy again. And once I initiate that conversation, I must follow through and also revive the old Amber. Okay, so we're getting 2 fossils this reset. Here it comes. Oh. There we go. Because check this out. Shiny Mawile, regular Leap, but also regular Aerodactyl. That's pretty sick, right? That's pretty cool. Don't see that every day. Dude, imagine Safari Week on TikTok. I feel like normie Pokemon content consumers would be like, this guy's an idiot, check it out. And then I'd have 1 billion viewers, and then I could retire. Guys, I think I should start TikTok. Oh, they're so sad, Moira, especially if you look at my favorite, Ledian. Oh. Oh, nice, Medecker. Best of luck on your Cyndaquil. I recently found Chikorita, which is a little bit sad because that was my 3rd Chikorita, and I have found 5 Totodiles. I've only gotten 1 Cyndaquil. And for my Gen 4 Shiny Living Dex, I need 2 more Cyndaquil. Aridos has a lower base stat total than Ponyta. No! That's a crazy one. That reminds me of, like, the Onyx has a lower base attack than Piplup. Fun fact. You know that one that everybody likes to whip out every once in a while? That one is a fun one. Yo! Hazy, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. We are droughting a little bit. I'd like to get one more before Safari Week. Just one cute little one. Just cheeky. I am a Decker. Twitch is my main place. If I don't feel like setting up a thumbnail for YouTube, I live over here. Oh, absolutely, Groths. Absolutely. Ah, that's amazing, Hazy. That's so exciting. I appreciate that, Groths. Why won't you be highlighter color Chincho? I feel like Chincho should be the one that shines. I think that should be the one that ends it. It's not even up there. It's almost 3K. You still have a chance to be reasonable, Chincho. If you shine at 3K, incredible. Incredible vibes. Lily, I don't know what's going on with you. I'm pretty sure you're just going to be in my next 30K. That's kind of the vibe you're giving. You're giving, like, end my shiny hunting career vibes. And I used to speak so highly of Lileep, you know what I mean? Lileep is cursed. What are we doing here? I'm gonna get Raikou before the Lileep. I'll make the rules. That's just kind of what's going on over here. Ooh, good question, Groths. This hunt for Raikou is for a video. I have shiny hunted every other shiny legendary from the Johto region in the Johto region. So I have found Lugia, Ho-Oh, I have found 2 Entei, Suicune, and Celebi, and that's going to be a whole video, and Raikou is the last one that I need. This middle one is for my Soul Silver shiny badge quest that I started 4 years ago now. And this is just the next target before I can go on to the next gym leader. And then this one is for my shiny Dream Team quest. So far, this save file has a shiny Umbreon, a shiny Quilava, and 2 shiny Entei. One was traded from this save file before I restarted it, and the other one is one that I found on the file. It was my first shiny Entei. And that one's still roaming around. We could go say hi to it in the grass if we really wanted to. How's it going, Joe Waddles? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Anubis. Yeah, Lileep is being more than fashionably late. It's being, like, upsettingly late. That's kind of a thing. At least I'm not 30K for roamers. Don't you dare do that to me, Hazy. I better clear all the roamers without a single 30K phase. If I don't, it's all you, dog. It's all your fault. Lileep's your favorite fossil Pokemon? Can you tell it to stop being a jerk? I'm even single hunting it like the Lord intended, you know? Imagine the content. Me just being the saddest person on the planet. If they add another evolution, I think a dragon to go alongside Sylveon would be pretty sick. Just so it has like an Espeon to its Umbreon, so to speak. If you get my meaning, Mr. Frodo. Bug Eevee, that'd be pretty cool. The hunts are all going kind of crazy, Joe. It's really the Laleep one that is the worst. The Raikou hunt that I have going on my left hand is phase number 3. I've already found 2 shiny roaming Entei, and now I'm just trying to win the coin flip with every save file I start for this hunt. But, you know, we're nowhere near odds on the outside most games for Chinchou and Raikou, so I can't really complain. This Laleep game in the middle, though, I will complain. I should complain. I am complaining. It's being an absolute menace, a la Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Raikou's my favorite legendary Pokemon. That's why he was on my Dream Team quest, but then I just got the wrong roaming beast, which is a little bit funny, because now I have 2 roaming Entei, which is a silly thing to say out loud. Even though I really like Entei, I think it's literally ranked from like favorite to least favorite. It is Raikou, Suicune, and then Entei. So it's a little bit funny. It's a little bit wacky. Yarny, how's it going, trainer? Are you ready for Christmas? It's almost Christmas. I just need this Raikou or this Chinchou or this Laleep to be different colors. I don't think I'm asking for too much. He's the Undercat, exactly. What's Texan Jinzo time? A lot of brave people have asked that question, but only a couple have been brave enough to pull the trigger, figure it out themselves. Shep, we were just talking about those. If there's a Spock, I'll buy it because I just love Spock. Yeah, they're so good though, Gross. All 3 I love. For the first 3 days, I'm going to be ruining my family dynamic by just being locked in this office while my children and wife are just outside banging on the door. Please! Please come see us. Come back from the safari. And I'll be like, I just failed my 5th APOM of the day. I've got to lock in. You know what I mean? Normal stuff. Yo, Clay, how's it going? Oh, there's Texan Jinzo. Check it out. Check it out. Crumble or Bluebell? Shep. Oh, did they already reveal a Spock? Oh, it's going to be so beautiful, Joe. Bluebell? Bluebell homemade ice cream. It's the perfect way to say, have yourselves a Texan Jinzo day. Please enjoy. There he is, Texan Jinzo. Oh yeah, how is it up there, Clay? You guys didn't get any of that rain previously, and now you're getting hammered, huh? Ooh, nice, Manuel. Best of luck. Chick-fil-A is the best fast food chain. Aren't they the ones that donate money to, like, anti-gay foundations? Like, aren't they super backwards? That place sucks ass. I don't care if their chicken and french fries are kind of good. If you have enough money to just, like, start oppressing people who are trying to make their own life choices to make their lives better, you can go suck it. Life is short. Stop spending so much of yours trying to make other people's worse. Stop being lame. Lame at best. At worst, an atrocity to humanity. I want to buy some of the Hobbit cards because I'm a huge Tolkien head. So I'm hoping that one doesn't suck. Oh, Anubis. If I get burnt out, I just switch to a different hunt. Sometimes you gotta put one of your hunts in timeout if it's treating you badly. I put this Laleep in timeout at 22,000, and I don't think it learned its lesson. So I'm not sure if this is a good example. Never mind. And I'm reviving another fossil. I'm the worst shiny hunter ever. Why are you asking me? I'm actually not good at this at all. Not even getting a nibble over here. 3 in a row? Four in a row? 5 in a row, no nibble? Okay, I thought we were going 6. Hobbit spoilers start next week. Oh, sick. Okay, well, I'll check it out. Hopefully it's good. Praying it's good. I need a good Thorin Oaken shield and Gollum. Need a good Bilbo. Oh, a Smaug, dude. The Smaugs could go crazy, right? There's no way the Smaug cards don't go insano sicko mode. Bro, this fishing game is not doing well. How long do you think it would take to beat the 8 gyms? Are you just speedrunning? Or are you looking for a shiny Pokemon before every badge? Because that's the only way I know how to play. But if you just want to zoom through all 8 gyms, probably like 2.5 hours. Like if you include the fact that you have to do a couple of side quests. It's really not that long. Pretty quick, especially if you have a team. Are you gonna rock climb up to Talo? I'm trying to think what else is locked behind rock climb. It's just that Talo tree, right? Non-rock climb roamer method or oh. I don't even know what the rock climb roamer method is. Rock climb on Route 5. Rock climb on Route 5. Oh, I see what you're doing. Interesting. I like the cut of your jib. That's pretty cool. I can't wait till that's my problem. I think the next roamer I'll likely do after this is Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres in my Platinum. But Latios and Latias are absolutely going to be targets for my Heart Gold and Soul Silver badge quests. So they'll be paused on for those for a little bit. But first, we gotta get Lileep! And Hoenn sounds Absol. I think those are the big roadblocks. The other targets are just like swarm guys. Don't do 2 simultaneous roamers. But that's how I started this hunt. I started this one. I did both with simultaneous roamers. Unless you're doing 2 different game roamers and not just double roam in 2 different games. You mean like doing Sapphire and Heart Gold? Because that... Actually, if I just had 2 games, I could do that. I would absolutely do that. That's easy peasy, I think. I have the right kind of ADHD for that. But normal people would absolutely not enjoy that. Luckily, you and I, not normal. Abby normal, even. Which is how they spelled my name in all of my medical records growing up. Thought that was really weird. It's like, my name's not even Abby, but okay. Okay, after this Raikou, quick potty break. I'm just staying way too hydrated, I guess. I don't know what's going on. I didn't even drink anything crazy. Steve specifically hated the method he used for Latias. And I don't remember which he did for it, but he did both of like the known quote unquote Latios, Heart Gold, Soul Silver roamer methods. He did the one he liked for Latios, and he said that the Latios made him actually hate the hunt. So I don't know if you've already looked at Steve's videos on that, but maybe that'll help you determine which way you want to do it. Okay. I'm gonna run to the restroom. Give me 1 second. All right. Dude, it is pouring. I was trying to let the dogs out before it started raining, but I was too late. Fire Red Leaf Green is one of the most tedious games to take up shiny hunting? No, it's the best. 1 in 8,192 shiny odds are perfect because it keeps shiny Pokemon rare. I feel like everybody who's acclimated to shiny hunting in modern games has this weird, like, I don't want to say lack of appreciation for shinies, but they just get like a billion just by like existing. Like the fact that you can just like fly spam in ZA like 50 times in a minute, and then you just, oh, well, I had shiny charm and I had a sparkling power donut level 3, so now there's 5 shiny Chespins there, but none of them are alpha, so I'm going to reset. That is not a good relationship with shiny Pokemon. I'm very sorry. When you will reset over a shiny to keep an item, I'm sorry, but you've lost the plot. You don't understand shiny hunting. It all started in Scarlet and Violet when people started resetting over shinies to save Herba Mystica. I was like, no, what are you doing? Oh yeah, the starter hunt is super easy in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. When people are like, I want to get into full odds shiny hunting, that is easily the best baby's first shiny hunt, you know what I mean? That is easily baby's first shiny hunt. I do not think that ZA and Scarlet and Violet did a good job of keeping shinies rare. I don't mean that they should, like, keep people from owning any shinies at all, but they should really, like, feel special, and they just did not. Oh, I know, Joe. That's what I'm going to be watching while I hunt after this. It just started pouring, so this might be a sign to end stream here in about 10 minutes. Black 2, white 2 double grass is easier. I think both are pretty good, honestly. I hadn't done a Heart Gold Soul Silver starter hunt in a while, and then I did one like last week, and I was reminded how like there is nothing. There's no like boot up sequence. Oh, I just jumped super hard. Okay, the thunderstorm is really going, so we might make this the last encounter with Raikou. Heart Gold, my heart is bumping out of my chest. Heart Gold Soul Silver starters are considered the easiest because every time you go to the starter selection screen, you get to see Chikorita, Totodile, and Cyndaquil on that screen when you go around the turnstile, and if they're shiny, they will appear shiny there. So you just like boot up the game, and then you press the left button on the D-pad twice, and then you reset, and you've seen 3 Pokemon. And when you start up, there's no like in Fire Red Leaf Green, it does kind of like a last time on Dragon Ball Z situation. And there's none of that in Heart Gold Soul Silver. You just immediately go to the selection. I'm halfway through the Grem video. I am halfway through the Grem video, so I'll be watching that too. Got to phase 3 times, that's right. Yeah, Genies in Gen 5 are the easiest roamers if you want to consider them even roamers. I think the easiest roamer hunt is probably the Platinum Birds, because you get 3 every reset. So Platinum Bird's probably easiest real roamer. I struggle to even call Tornadus and Thundurus roamers. They do technically roam, but you just check the Pokedex. You don't even have to go run around and chase them. You could, but there's just a way easier way to do it, and everybody does it that way. Yeah, they are technically, for all intents and purposes, roamers, but the Pokedex thing just kind of like trivializes the fact that they're actually called roamers. You know what I mean? Hey, Raiko. My beautiful baby. Yeah, it's like a status summary screen hunt. It's a Pokedex hunt. You know? I want to do Mesprit and Cresselia probably in the next year or so, depending on how this one goes. Oh, I already watched Ben's video. I dropped everything to watch Ben's video as soon as it dropped. Firstly, I love Ben, but secondly, I love Heart Gold Soul Silver, so anytime he uploads, I'm there frame one. Not looking forward to it. I mean, it's just like any other shiny hunt. Just takes a little bit longer in between encounters. Not yet, Generic. I decided to take a little bit of a break from Pippi because I wanted to hunt in Heart Gold Soul Silver. And specifically, I was hoping that I could find shiny Lilip, Chincho, or Raiko before Safari Week, so I could take these save files with me to the Safari Zone without having to like abandon a hunt. So that's why we're here. I'm cutting it close. I know. One needs to shine like super now. Luckily, the zones are all set up for this one. This one is going for Larvitar next on the DTQ. So that's actually insanely simple to set up. I just have to go buy some max repels. But we'll, after Safari Week, we will likely go back to Pippi. All right. I saw Gumi was making me dinner also. So I am going to zip zoom out of here after I find this Raikou in the grass. Larvitar before blocks. The repel trick makes it like 25%. I think we talked about this, Abby. What's the DTQ? So the DTQ on this one, this save file is Quilava, Umbreon, which we have both already. Raikou, I tried hunting it on this one, but I got Entei. So the Raikou is going to be traded over to this save file. And then we have Larvitar, which is going to be Tyranitar. And then we have Scizor. And the last member is the Chincho that I'm hunting right now. But those are just like the most meaningful Pokemon to me. The freaking Scyther is going to be a hunt and a half. You know, because you have to get that in the bug catching contest. So 4.5% shiny Shelter. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Honestly, that would be enough for me to go to the Safari Zone and do a phase. You know what I mean? Never did bug catching contest. I love them. I love the bug catching contest. I used to make a concerted effort as a kid to do it every single day that I could. I didn't need any more Sunstones, but I wanted more Sunstones. I wanted to see a Pinsir. I wanted to see a Scyther, you know what I mean? Like, it was an event. Saturday mornings, I remembered I'd wake up so I could go see Chansey in the grass. I don't know why specifically Saturdays. I think that's just the day that I could wake up and play my game and not go to school. And Sundays I had to go to church as a kid. Could full odds egg hunt it. I want the Larvitar in a Safari Ball. Having it in a Pokeball would just be less cool to me. I think it's especially cool that you can find Larvitar before you get to the Elite Four. You know what I mean? Giggles! How's it going, gamer? Hope you're doing well. We just started getting a nice crackly thunderstorm, and my wife has made me some food. It's almost time for the kids to go to bed. So once I find this Raikou, I am going to dip. And then the next time you see me will be Friday. Like as soon as I get off of work, I will be going live and we will be starting Safari Week. Yep, Sport Ball on my shiny Scizor is going to go crazy. All right. No shiny Raikou. No shiny Lileep. Did we get Pokerus? Check this out. And, yep, you guessed it. No Pokerus. All right, gamers. Thanks so much for hanging out. I will be live again on Friday. Like, as soon as I get off of work, I'm going live. So I'm going to continue doing these hunts tonight after the kids go to bed. And I'll post something in Discord and on Twitter and everything if I get anything. But appreciate you guys coming out. The setup is going to be crazy. Next time you see the desk, it'll be absolutely covered in consoles. And I think that's beautiful. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out. I'm going to eat a little bit of a grub situation. And in the meantime, let me drop you off with somebody else doing some crazy sick shiny hunting. If you're over on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me on YouTube. I really appreciate you coming to stream. This is the end of the stream for you, but I will be back on Friday for Safari Week, and I'll be streaming every day, every single day. So appreciate you guys very much. I'll see you guys later, YouTube.